What is up? Let's fix it. Again, that's more light. Maybe even more light. Plenty of light in here. Problem is the camera's hitting the window. But we'll move the camera and put it on the printer. And now we have two cameras on the printer. And I figured out a stupid easy way to get the iPad to work. And that is by I just plug in a dead headphone jack into it. It's an older one, so it has the headphone jack. So I'm going to fix this here bed because if you saw it, I have way too long of screws. And I'll probably have to diddle around and do stuff, but let's just do it. Going the right way. I think I am. I think I am. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can look on my Twitter. I have screws that I put in originally because I just had them when I built this to mount the wheels, and they're way too long, and they're actually coming up and hitting the bottom of the bed. Which I hope I haven't damaged the heater. Because it might be. Am I going the wrong way? I am. You know, it's so weird. Years and years and years of doing screws, I never had a problem. And all of a sudden, I got a bunch of left-handed tools, saws, and they make me question my threading now. Oh, yeah. You can actually see it right here where they were hitting. And I wonder why I couldn't thread it in. And you can see it right about here. There's another mark. I don't know if you can see it right there. What's up, Mike? Yeah, so it was definitely digging in. And by the way, you can see I coated the bottom of this with gasket material. And I just lost something, a spring. Let's take those, put them over here. I should have a little box. Put the parts in. Let's grab the box to put the parts in. There's a semi-empty box to put the parts in. Ooh. These things, my little wheels. I'm missing a spring. It's right here. Here's another wheel. So yeah, these are way too long. Oh crap. That's kind of high too, but not that high. I think I can clear it. So now I have to figure out how long the ones I need, and should I just cut these? Or whatever, I can cut them right where they are. Including these. I need my glasses. This bed carriage is like one of the worst things. This is just pot metal. It's not even aluminum. It's steel, but it's sheet metal steel. And it's really wimpy and crappy. So I tried to make it a little beefier by adding some stuff. But that's awful close to that aluminum, ain't it? Where I can't just reverse that. Or can I? Yeah, because I drilled those. because it used to be right there, and that would hit the aluminum. I think I can flip those. So the only other problem is this, which is my wire support. I guess I could reprint a new one, but I really don't want to. And there's enough room. If I cut the screw down, it'll clear. So if I cut these down, I wonder if I can just cut them right in place and not even take them off, like I said. Without even taking them off. Wow, this thing needs a bath. Yep, needs a serious bath. Working on ordering VO parts. You getting a boron, huh? Well, these glasses are not clean. This is probably not going to help. So I don't know if you can see that. Well, you can see it in the iPad camera that these are quite long. And again, they were just, when I was building this thing, I was modifying it. I did it with what I had at the time. So it got done with what I had at the time. This has actually worked pretty well. This is high temperature silicone for engines. It's like 500 degree Fahrenheit, like 200 and something C or something bizarre like that. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's pretty up there. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to knee bend this again because I had it clamped right down and it was pushing on those. Luckily, I actually had this on here because where it marked it, I have a feeling it would have cut right into the traces. It may still have. It's always not been a great heater, which is why I did this in the first place. But it seems to be even worse. I'm wondering if I cut a couple traces, and that's why it's not heating up. We'll find out. So, let's see. How do I want to go about this? Do I just have screws I can replace them with? Where are my glasses? Need my glasses. Yeah, no acetylene torch. Not happening. I need them to be about. Of course, I can't really get that in there. They need to be about 25 millimeters long. 23 clears it. I'm going to try cutting one right here because I know I got more nuts. And so I have to find my fake Dremel with a wheel on it. And I will mute this. What's up, Dan? I'm going to mute it for a second and give this a shot. There will be sparks. Okay, the question is did it melt the lock nut? And I don't think it did because that's not even that hot. I can put my finger on it. It's warm, but it's not that hot. So I think the lock nut between this plate and the lock nut and everything is dissipating it well enough. So I can cut them in place, it looks like, without having to take it apart anymore. How much battery power we got on this thing? 2 is enough. And all right, that seems to be working. Let's move on to the next one. More muting. I wish I had like music. What is up, Mr. Monkey Man? Jordan, didn't you get a laser? Don't you have a laser engraver like Dan? And Dan, don't you have a laser engraver? And how does Dave not have? Yeah, you know, I really like this Makita there, Dave. It is awesome. It's not the best thing in the world, but for one of those, like if you were to buy a regular Dust Buster-y one, they work. This thing, I'm not going to say is more powerful because it really isn't. What it does do is where it uses the regular Makita batteries, it lasts like hours. It doesn't like run like 10 minutes and then run out. Oh, I thought you'd gotten a laser. Because I think that dude that, I mean, that's how I saw it, because you and Filament Frenzy posted on it. That laser engraved freaking extrusion. I mean, it's not the pattern I would have chose, which is funny because I zoomed in on it and I didn't realize at first it was little bears, which is kind of cool. When I said that, when I posted that, I didn't realize they were little bears, but it is cool that it's little bears. But I would love to do like that to this, like put little pumpkins in it. So how'd the old fan go there, Davey Dave? Did you have to, like, I'm assuming that's a big, it's an industrial restaurant fan motor, like 8-10 inches around, like big electric motor, kind of like a lathe motor. So you had to go buy a new motor and put that thing into your ceiling? Yeah, that laser etch frame I like that a lot. Dan can do that. You should try that, Dan. You got a couple of extra pieces of scrap 2020 from your builds, don't you? Little pieces you could play with. Get my hand in the camera. That would be cool if you could do that, Dan. Like you were laser etching your logo on stuff. Can you imagine putting your logo on the frame? I've been thinking about doing like these inserts, which I'm going to take out because they're stupid, but they're not. Yeah, I'll leave it in there. I'm having a hard time getting out. But I could 3D print these with TPU. And they're almost exactly the same, but I can make them wider on the head and like do your logo into them. That would be freaking cool. Oh, so it's like still under warranty. Actually, it's probably not under warranty, but it's probably cheaper to have it rewound than it is to buy a new one, huh, Dave? Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know, because like I said, Dan was doing the you're not trying to cut the aluminum with it. You're just taking the black or whatever color anodizing off, which Dan was doing with his little laser. He was doing it with, you did like the corner plates, didn't you, Dan? Not that you can see my hand because it's way above you, but the little angle plates, you did some of those. So if they're already colored and all you're doing is removing the color, I think the little diode printers or lasers can do it. I do. I think they can. I think Dan will have to try. Anyway, I'm going to kill the mic again and cut a couple more screws. I'm doing it slowly so I don't overheat this because this is getting old. And I don't know how much battery power it has. This could suck if I run out of battery power. And I don't want to overheat the screws either. But let's cut another one. I think I want to put something in the way here to stop the blast of sparks. Let's put something flammable in the way. And catch all the, let's start a fire. Why not? Let's do something stupid here. An old piece of paper towel. That won't stand up just because I want it to. If I didn't want it to stand up with a fold, it would, right? All right. And the battery's starting to go. But still, I could probably cut another one, but yeah, I know. I want a laser now too. And actually, I didn't. I've been thinking about it, and one of my brothers who didn't contribute to the print to the computer has been saying, "Oh, is there some accessory you want with it? Blah blah blah. A couple $300, whatever." And I'm thinking I was going to say, "Hey, I wouldn't mind one of them little cheapo desktop CNCs just to play with and get a grips on CNC." And I'm thinking now I might want a laser instead. I really don't have any other interest in lasers, though. I mean, they're cool. Don't get me wrong, and I really like the tile etching that. And bronze anodized aluminum scraps. They use sheets for the clear span portion of buildings. Yeah, I just don't. I'd rather have a CNC, but now the laser actually sounds like it could be fun. Let's see. Do I have another battery somewhere? It's out in the garage, I think. Damn it. Or is it right over there? Nope. That's a vacuum battery. Damn it. Means I gotta go out in the cold. Yeah. YouTube says I'm live. No, really? Don't forget Valentine's Day. Mortgage rates. I don't care about mortgage rates. Yeah, I'm going through my emails. Let's see. I'm going to have to go outside and get my charger And battery. I know I have another battery. I have another whole unit. I bought like 3 of these when they were on sale because I really, really like them. They're way better than the Dremel. Way, way better than the Dremel. They are getting old though. I have beat the ever snots out of them. Anyway, I'm gonna run outside real quick. We'll be right back because I need another battery and the charger. Well, I couldn't find the other battery, but I found the other tool, and I found the real tool, which I think's a little overkill, but this has a much better cutter head on it. I didn't break anything. It's just when I first got this, I had these screws too long and they're hitting the bed. Little screw right here. They're too long, and when I tighten the bed up, they're hitting the bottom of the bed. Couldn't find the battery. I did find the charger. I'm wondering if the battery's in here. It might be in the box over there. I have to go look. But let's put the battery on the charger right now. Charge them. Let's get her charging. Let me look for the other battery. It might be right here. Went out there for nothing if it is. Yeah, here's the other charger. Oh no, that's the Bosch one. Here's the tool set. There's the other charger. There's the other battery. It went outside for nothing. I don't know how much of a charge it's got, but let's find out. As you can see, I got multiples of these things. I love these. I wish they still made them. I think they're making them again, but they're not the same. I used to use these at work. These things would smoke a freaking Dremel. But the batteries are getting kind of old. And they have no indicator on them. So you never know how much charge they got. Now, I did bring in this monstrosity. If it comes down to it, I will use it. I don't want to, because it's kind of too big and ballsy for what we're doing here. It's kind of overkill, but I have it, and I have a cutting blade for it, not a grinding blade. What's up, Joe? Haven't seen you on a stream in a long time. Yep. Honey-do list. That's what happens with a new house. And an old house. And any house. So, let's mute here for a second again and cut it. Yeah. Let's start a fire with a paper towel. No. I'm kind of keeping an eye. Cut the plastic here, but that don't matter. This one actually got hot. This one didn't. That's weird. The smaller one got hot. Probably because I was grinding at it more. It dissipates fast, though, because this cheap sheet metal. That's the one good thing about it, is it pulls the heat away. Let's vacuum up some dust particles again. Bring out your dead. Sparky McLama. I like that. That's actually kind of funny there, Ryan. I called you Brian there for a second. Ryan. Can you tell me which one got used by the guys and which one I used to use? I bought like 4 of these because they were on sale. They're normally like $120. I got them, I don't know, 10 years ago probably. I bought my father one, I bought me two, and I bought my guys one that used to work with me, for me, with me, whatever. And my father's got lost. I think someone stole it out of his truck. One of them got dropped into a big hole and covered in concrete, and the other one, the guys, I ended up getting back when I left the company there. And yeah, this was mine, and I used it a lot. And this was the guys, and they beat the snots out of it. I probably used it more and did less damage to it. But then again, I paid for it, and I knew what it was. So the one thing I found is people that buy their own tools usually take better care of them. That's what I was trying to get across to my old boss is don't buy them tools. Don't buy the company tools. Buy them tools. Give them a tool allowance. That was one of the best things I ever did with my old original big corporation. We didn't do a company tool. We had a tool allowance. For so many hours you worked every week, you got so many dollars toward a tool allowance. And the tool was yours. You kept it. Even if you quit a week later, it was your tool. And the thing I found with that is we actually spent less money on tools because when it's your tool, people take way better care of it. So let's cut one more on this side. Mute. Yeah. That's actually working. Pretty well, actually. Vacuum. I had a feeling it was going to happen. The little bits are melted right into the top. I think that one actually didn't melt through. Oh, that one's still kind of warm. Not that hot. It just spooked me. Oh, boy. Let's do some more. Well, I got battery charge. I keep trying to wait and let it cool down. Oh, I didn't mute. Sorry. You guys heard it buzzing. Where'd that hot one go? Is it melting through? It's trying to. That is hot. Where'd the other one just go? That one's not so hot. It's been sitting for a while. Thinking I want a new piece of paper towel. That one's covered in dust. This isn't perfect. I probably shouldn't be doing this in my bedroom here with the metal dust, but whatever. Vacuum time. Probably not the best way to do it. Hot metal is hot. Shocker. Yeah. What's up with that? Okay, we got 3 more to do. Let the tool cool down for a minute. I might probably gonna run out of battery power. You know what I do have? I have old envelopes I could use for metal blasting, which might be better than the paper towel. Hopefully it would like jam in there, but it's not. Just don't want to cooperate, do you? There we go. You notice I don't hold it too tight, so if it starts wobbling, I don't. I actually let it wobble. That way it doesn't break the cutting bit, because these are kind of thin. And they do break rather easily. Okay, get in there and stay there. You just don't want to cooperate, do you? All right, let's try and cut another one. I might run out of battery power. Yeah, no, not going to do the vacuum in one hand. For one, it'll ruin the vacuum because it's hot metal. No, I should have hit the mute. And 2, it doesn't work as well as you'd think with this kind of stuff. That's not ballsy enough, really. If it was like a true shop vac and it had some oomph, it would probably pull. Again, this isn't the brightest idea in the world doing it this way. I should take it outside and, all that good crap. I'm over it. I am so over it. 2 more to go. Will I have enough battery power? That is the question. Bit still warm. This bed is such a piece of crap. It's sheet metal. I can like grab it and just twist it up if I wanted to. It's about the worst thing that came on this A-net, and I still using it. This is the number one thing that Glenn Funking hated was this carriage right here. This bolt together freaking pot metal, sheet metal carriage. He hated it. I got it to sort of work by when I moved my wheels out. I don't know if you noticed the wheels were the mounting. Well, you can't really see it. There's mounting holes inside. I moved everything outside and then tensioned it so it's stable and there's less twist, but it's still far from high quality. Let's cut 2 more. Here I'm talking with the mic off. What's up, Plastic Putty? Yeah, the little red warning light came on. It tells me when the battery's getting low. That's all it does. There should be a gauge on it. I think the new one actually has a gauge. But I think I can get through this last screw with it. If not, the other one's been on there long enough where I'll at least get one more oomph out of it. But this should work. It'll need a good wipe down after, so I don't get all the metal shavings in the wheels. Not that it'll probably hurt this thing. Let everything cool down. Bit's still a little warm. It's not hot, but it's warm. The cooler it all is, the faster it cuts and the less it's going to do any damage to anything else. This is easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to have to take the whole thing apart and redo it all and have issues. But I don't. I really should put more angle brackets in here. All I got is the one on each end. There should be one underneath. I forgot how much crap I did real quick building this thing just to get it working. Metal dust. All right, let's do another one. It's funny, them little ones are getting everything hotter. I wonder if they're like a harder actual steel instead of stainless, or a better grade of stainless or something. I don't know. Oh, vacuum. Well, that seems to have worked. In general cases, anyways. To the point where I can actually do this again. And I think I want to wipe this down with a wet cloth or wet paper towel. So I'll be right back. And let's just get all the metal dust up anywhere I can, especially in these tracks. On the belt. Not that I haven't already dragged the wheels through it once. But it's so fine, it won't make too much of a difference if I get rid of most of it, right? Right. Not perfect by any matters of means, but certainly better than what was there. Now that I've made a nice metal paste. Just wipe down everything even close. Do the wheels. Get it all clean. Best I can. Regular dust in this place is just as bad as all that was anyways. Probably. So that worked. I should be able to remount the bed and tension it down pretty decently again. You're deprived of the vacuumy sounds? Why are you deprived of the vacuumy sounds? I really should put a washer on these. So the spring isn't just cutting in. I mean, it's really not, because I got blue tape and then this, not that you can see it. I got blue tape underneath this, as you can see right here. insulating the bed. But first things first. All of this will have to go away, so I might as well take it off. And start from scratch. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to knee bend this thing because I have a feeling I bent it a little bit, torquing it down on them screws. Really stuck on there. And the blue tape is going away. Oh my God. Why would you want the vacuuming sounds? It's rather obnoxious. Come on. Very up. Coming up. Some of this stuff has been on here a while. And it's the thinner tape too. And I get to redo the whole thing. Yay. I'll probably leave some of this on here in the middle. When Glenn first got this thing, he thought this bed was dipped in the middle. It was actually domed. But the rails on this, it had the old original 8mm rails we all use. This is so long, they were bowed. So as the bed went across, it went like this and rolled. So he could never get it flat. And it was all more, I shouldn't say all, but mostly because the rods holding the LMUs in the bed and everything were bent. So it wasn't traveling flat, it was dipping and then raising. So every time he tried to level it, it just wouldn't. And then he put some kind of pressure thing in the middle, which was just bowing it up more. All right, this stuff just don't want to come off. It's been baked on there. Purple Bear printing. That's awesome. This will be printing later today, probably. I was actually going to work on the hodgepodge today. And I was like, I'm going to level this thing up proper. And print some parts. And then do a hodgepodge build stream. And I was like, I'm going to level the bed. So I cranked it all the way down and I saw the bed bowing in the middle. I was like, wait a minute, that ain't right. And I looked underneath and I was like, oh, you dumbass. Screws are too long. That was the whole problem all along. Wow, this old tape really does not want to come up. I might have to rubbing alcohol soak it. Which is what I think I'm going to have to do because it's just not wanting to come up. And I need to get it all up now. And start from scratch. Oh boy. The armadillo. I thought that was working. Where Danny Dan? I thought that was a fully functioning printer. You gave him an awful lot of stuff for that. Not that that matters. I mean, we all trade crap. It's all what you want at the time. I'm surprised you didn't keep the whatever that printer was you traded for it. The Delta. I always kind of wanted a Delta, but they're just such a pain in the butt. Really, the only advantage to them, I mean, yeah, you can print a little faster, blah, blah, blah. Really, the only advantage to them is they're cool. I mean, they're just cool to watch. Kind of like the switch wire. The switch wire, there's really no advantage to the switch wire. The Voron I can see, and there's still issues I see with that too, but it's still very cool. But the switch wire, there's no advantage to the switch wire other than it's freaking cool. It just looks cool. The whole mechanism is cool. It's just different. It's not the same old thing. It just looks cool. Yeah, there's some speed advantages, but then you got the stupid long Bowden tube. And that kind of counters some of your speed advantages. Because you have to do massive retractions and you end up with jammed hot ends all the time. And the whole speed is an advantage thing is true, but it's not as much as people think, from what I've seen, anyways. Because that high speed can cause problems. I don't know if I want to do this or not. I don't want to dig into the magnet too much. But let's see if I can do it without digging into the magnet. Probably not. You can't even see what I'm doing. Old blue tape holds like a bear. They're going to come off a little big sheet. Look at that. Most of it. Big old pile of blue tape. There you go. If I just soak this, it would come right off. I don't know why I won't. This is way too much fun. It's actually easier if you get the base of it off before you wet it. The base, the majority, is the word I was actually looking for. And scraping and peeling and scraping, which is what everyone thinks you do with a print when you use blue tape and it sticks to the bottom. And again, you just soak it in water for 10 minutes and it comes right off. Boy. But the more I get off, the easier it is. The faster the water works. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I don't want to leave the goo of WD-40 on this. And we don't use WD-40 on blue painter's tape because usually it's, around paint. But yeah, like if I go to redo the bed, if I got to peel this magnet off, I've used WD-40 for the adhesive. But I don't want to cover the magnet in WD-40. And you really don't need it with blue tape. Just water. I'm going to go with, I'm going to try some glass cleaner. I've never actually done it with glass cleaner, but I have it sitting right here. So let's soak it and put it on spray instead of stream. Of course, you ever notice whenever you use one of these bottles and you lean it, the freaking tube's always going to the top half instead of down here? I mean, what's up with that? I guess we got it all situated and it's just going to pop back up. Yep. Oh. Yeah, it's working. Not as good as plain old water does. Or rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol works really good too at taking blue tape off. There's still a little bit left, but I can clean that off after it's mounted. Let's fight with the springs and get it all mounted. You know what I do want to do? I do want to put washers under it. And I got washers, so I might as well. I just got to find them. Nuts, screws. Somewhere around there. I have washers. Not there. Where are my washers? I know I got a box of washers. Screws, electrical connectors. Are they over here? Oh, my old back. Where are my washers? I bet they're in that box over there. Which is buried under the load. Nuts. Where the hell are the washers? they are. Found them. And let's see. Will these work with that? And hide it? Yep. Might even be able to go one smaller, but probably not. Because that'll just ride to the side and let it override it. So it's this size. Now, the hard part is getting them to stay up there. Which again, I think I'll use tape for. You can see it's like cutting into this. I have tape and stuff under there, but hey, why not add a washer, right? Makes it so the spring can't cut into the bed so harshly. And we just back stuff. How to hold the washer on with a little bit of blue tape. That's how. Maybe. Doesn't look like it's wanting to stick to the silicone. Think about. But it should last long enough to do this. Is there a big old glob under there or something? Kind of is. I don't know if that'll hold them or not. We'll find out. Yeah, I don't think it's not holding to the silicone. Oh well. We'll manage. We'll fight it. Because that's what we do. We fight and make everything work. This is going to be a pain in the butt. It's the best way to do this. Needs to be like a weeder where the tube is weighted. What tube? Oh, you know what? Before I even go this far, I want to recheck this. Because if I can knee bend it some, I will. I know you guys think I'm nuts, but it works. Oh, crap. So, it's actually not that bad. It's a little, you probably can't see it, but it's a little. Can you see it? No, you can't really see it, but it's a little low in the middle, but not terrible. It's not as bad as I thought it was, anyways. Okay. Back to springing this thing. And getting it all back on there. So I put a washer and a spring, and one of the springs just falls on the floor and rolls away. That's this one. Let me take one of my little. This is the bitch with these. Is get it started. Get your frickin' hand in there. There's one. Started. Let's get a washer on there and a spring on there. It's going to be really hard. I might have to pull the screen. And maybe not. That's lining right up. Where the hell are you? There you are. Come on. Ah, this is obnoxious. Just getting it started. Once it's started, it's no problem, but you can't get in there. Getting annoyed. There has to be a better way. Okay. You get on there. You reach up underneath there and get it started. And there we go. All right. The two difficult ones are done. Two front ones are a little bit easier. One thing I've learned with the two front ones is to preset them together. Oops. Washer, spring, little nutular unit. Get this thing lined up. That one's on. Okay, where's the other? I dropped it here, didn't I? Yep. And now I can clamp it right down. And it's not going to hit those stupid screws anymore, which is a beautiful thing. Bed back in, nothing's hitting. All right, basically mounted now. I gotta level it all up, but I ain't gonna do it right now because it's already 11:15. And I got to do reality and clean up this big mess I just made. And so, on that note, we're done. And we can put the printer away. Belongs over in its corner. And it's happy. Put all the stuff away. That can go right there for now. Put the tape away. Put these boxes away. Those just fit under my bed. And everything's put away. Mostly. So there we go. I sort of half-ass fixed it. Nothing else you got to say. I have ingenuity for that kind of crap. I can get anything done when I get determined. And there it sits. Over in its corner again, where it belongs. What's cold? The coffee? Yes, the coffee's cold. It's all right, I like cold coffee. It's actually not even that cold. It's above room temperature. I can put all these tools back out in the garage, the big ones. I can actually access some of the garbage. That's over there too. And we're done. So there's that. And we're done. So we're out. Hour and 20 minutes. Not too terrible considering what I had to do. Oh, wind chills, yeah. Yep, it's cold. We're actually warm here. It's not supposed to be this warm. Well, it's in the unit's in the sun right now, but it's saying 41 degrees out. I actually took some black plastic bags out. I have like sand piles I use, and to spread on the driveway, and they're all frozen. So I cleaned the snow off as best I could. And I put black plastic bags over the top of them. So in the sunshine, hopefully it'll melt it. And because we had sun this morning. It was beautiful at like 6:30 o'clock this morning. By 7:30, we got like just a dusting of snow, but it was enough to cover the ground. So the driveway is covered in snow again. I'm not going to shovel it or anything. I mean, there's not enough there. But I'm going to throw sand down. That way there's traction. Anyway, we're good. I'm going to kill it. I got to go make lunch for Mom in a little bit. So, yeah, we got it somewhat done. Now I just got to finish cleaning off the sticky stuff from the blue tape. Most of it's gone, but there's a little bit left. Clean it up. Level it up. flatten it up, and then start printing. Probably later today, which I doubt I'll stream. But I might video it. I did video a flattening of the llama car when I redid it, but it didn't come out very good. And I haven't edited it. And I might videotape that one. Do a little faster on how I go about flattening the bed instead of using a auto bed leveler. Getting it perfectly trimmed. Not that it's perfect, it's still not perfect. Nothing's ever perfect, especially when I do it. But it's better. Anyway, I'm out. Later, guys. Have fun. See you. Bye.